Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about caching, a powerful technique to speed up data access in modern application. If you've ever wondered how sites load so quickly or how apps handle real-time data, caching is properly involved and it is the answer. So let's dive in. First, what is caching? Caching is a process of temporarily storing copies of data in high-speed storage layer, often in memory. And instead of fetching data repeatedly from slower database or external servers, the system retrieves a cached copy for faster access. This approach dramatically reduces the time needed to serve requests. Okay, but why should we use caching? I guess it's pretty obvious, but let's just try to focus on this. Why we get from using caching? The first thing, it will be reduced latency. Because data retrieval from a cache is significantly faster than going to a disk-based database or remote service. Number two, offloading the main data store. Like by serving frequently accessed data from the cache, you reduce the load on your primary data storage. Number three, improved user experience, like faster responses translate to happier users and higher engagement. And number four, scalability. Handling more requests from the cache means the system can accommodate higher traffic without crashing. All of these benefits contribute to more responsive application and a better user experience. There is a lot of caching layer or common caching layers we need to talk about in this video. The first one, we have a client-side cache, which is like a browser caching where static files, images, CSS, JavaScript are stored locally. Number two, we have CDNs, content delivery network, like edge caches that store and serve static content based on a user's geographic location. We have application level cache, which is an in-memory cache like Redis or Memcache that store frequently accessed data. We have database cache, which is a frequently cached or materialized views within the cache layer. There are popular things like popular databases like Redis has been used a lot for cache. Like, let's say you have an API that frequently queries the same user profile data. And instead of hitting the database each time, you can store that data in Redis cache. When a request comes in, basically you check if the user data is in the cache. If yes, you serve it immediately. If no, you fetch it from the database and then store it in the Redis for next time. Okay. There is cache invalidation, which is pretty important to talk about, and I will create a video that talks about cache invalidation and expiration also, because it's a pretty important topic that needs a video by itself. So I'll just go pretty high level on this topic because we create a video on it. Caching is a powerful tool, but keeping data fresh is quite crucial, and there is common strategies for that. We can use time-based expiration or TTL, which is cache items expire after a certain amount of time. There is manual invalidation, because when data changes, the application explicitly removes or updates the cache entry. There is least recently used, which is LRU, or other eviction policies. Old or less frequently accessed data is evicted to free up space. These mechanisms prevent stale or out-of-date information from lingering in the cache. Okay, as always, we talk about best practices for caching. Number one, identify high read data, like cache data that's frequently read but doesn't change often. Number two, set appropriate TTLs. Ensure you balance data freshness with performance gains. Number three, monitor cache hit miss rates. Keep an eye on metrics to see if your caching strategy is effective. Number four, security considerations, because sensitive data might need encryption or might not be suitable for caching at all. Also, we need to test and iterate, like regularly reviews, and adjust your caching strategy as your app evolves. Okay, let's wrap up. We go to the wrap up section. So that's the lowdown on caching, a simple yet potent method to slash response times and boost user satisfaction. By strategically storing data in high speed layers, you offload your primary data store and keep everything running smoothly. Thanks for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like it, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss any video.